good, buddy.
Kill myself with the house, now I'm playing the DBL. Oh my god, what's the smell? Rotting flesh with the DBL. Paintball League.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this episode of The Wolf Den. As you can see, this is the winter edition special. And being a Canadian, I think I should be the one to tell you guys how to play in the snow. Keep it safe and have fun while you're doing it. Let's get to the basics. You know how I like to do it. Quick and fresh and fun, and keep it going because I'm getting cold. Actually, I'm not getting cold. I'm really, really warm right now. Let's start with the basics, all right? Winter paintball. Some of the northern states, a lot of Canadians have big games in the winter. Awesome games. Very, very tiring games. Let me explain it this way. You ever tried jogging or running in the sand? Well, try running in like 3-4 foot snowdrifts. That's a workout and a half for your ass. Telling you. Number one thing, keep warm. I think that's obvious, but a lot of people don't realize that. When you dress in layers. Top coat on the bottom, make sure you're covered. 40 to 50% of your heat is lost through your noggin. All right? What you need to do is, I at least have 2 different layers on. Right now I have this special helmet mask on, or helmet setup on. But what you should do is have like a handkerchief tied in your head along with a hat. Make sure your ears are covered. Those ears, your goggle system is not going to be enough to keep your ears safe and warm, even though it seems like it at first. And even though I wear a Sly Pro Fit with extra padding by the ears, still not warm enough to keep those suckers safe. All right, always keep your head warm, number one. Number two, torso is the next most important thing to keep warm. Actually, that's almost the most important thing to keep warm. Your torso, you need at least 3 layers. One, I would try like an underarm layer first, Under Armour or something like that. Second, I'd try something very thick, very strong. Thermal is always good. And third, a coat. Good, strong coat, or at least, you know, something that will keep you warm. Regular parka, as we call it up in the Great White North. You can get white, you're good to go. Pants, long johns, of course. If you got them, you should be able to get them at your local Walmart. And if you're going to wear camouflage, make sure you're wearing, you know, maybe an extra set of track pants. If it's really cold outside, then put your camouflage pants on after. Always, always, always roll with extra clothes. You never know, you might fall into a little brook and get wet. You're going to need a backup set so you don't get hypothermia and freeze your kahunas off. You know what I'm saying? If you sweat, that's the thing. We all sweat when we play, especially in snow. You don't realize you're sweating. The most important thing to do is keep track of how wet you are. You never realize. And if you do get hot, do not take off too much clothes, because those wet clothes will cool down your core temperature and you're in big trouble, and that hypothermia will come on very, very slowly, but it's not a good thing to happen, all right? Gloves, get very, very warm gloves on. These are special military issue gloves. Military issue gloves. The trigger finger is ready, so you can wrap around trigger, obviously. So this is where, you know, mitts are always better to wear because keeping your fingers together keeps that warmth in there. Boom, and you got your trigger finger accessible. A lot of surplus stores have these suckers. These bad boys are awesome. These are also lined, and they're made for Canadian and Russian winters, which, need I say, are very, very cold. All right, so the gloves keep those digits warm. If you can get these are amazing. They're better than gloves because they keep your 3 fingers together, which keep each other warm. Very important. All right, these are military issue overalls. You can put them over any set of camouflage that you own and you blend in. I personally like to sometimes paint mine with a little bit of gray stripes here and there, so it's not completely white, and it tends to blend a little better. But these are awesome, what I'm wearing right now. They come with open pockets, so you can get into your stuff easily. And the pants are, you know, they're hip-hop baggy, but they're effective. If you can get white boots, feel free. I wouldn't worry about boots too much because your feet will be in the snow a lot, right? I love these gloves, like I said. If you're wearing goggles, which you will be, I don't know why I say if, make sure you have a good fan setup. You've all seen my slides on the show. I love these bad boys. I wear this system on top of this. I just don't have time to do it right now. These fans are made by easycreation.ca. You've seen them on the show before. These things are amazingly effective on almost any type of goggle system you have. If you're wearing layers and hats and everything, you must have a fan system because you will be blocking up the vents. And you're gonna need air to get it circulate through that mask so you don't fog up in the snow. Especially when you're breathing and running hard and everything, you need a good pair of fans. And Ulrich from Fans, well, he knows his stuff. These things are awesome, amazing price, and they run as these 9 volts for all day long, non-stop, baby. Hotness. When you're gonna play in the snow, what I do is I wrap my gun. This is one of my basic setups. Find some white material in your house, wrap it around, get a piece of string, wrap around it. Keep your hopper zone empty and clear. And I always keep the internals free and my selector switch open and nice. Keep it nice and sexy, so when you're out in the bush and you're going, you got free reign and you're not giving yourself away too much. You could find and paint your gun white, considering how there's only maybe 2-3 winter games a year. I don't think it's worth the investment to paint one of my guns white, even though it looked cool, but I don't ain't got time like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep HPA tank is a must in the winter. CO2, you tried, you're done for. I'm not gonna explain why. You should know this. Just take my word for it. My name is Wolf. HPA tank is a must. I always attach my tank onto my gun because when I'm running like this, I can't wear my full-on tactical vest. I can, but I do like to run a little more free, and I like being able to run with my tank here in the winter, and I also keep it warm when I'm running. Make sense? Does to me. Make sure your field is using winter paint. Very important because regular paint just does not perform well and your gun will get mucky. And to take off your wrap, to be able to clean off your gun is a big pain in the butt if you get a breakage. And you don't want to be running around with a breakage in your gun. You won't shoot for jack. It's been a very weird winter. We didn't get snow in Toronto, Canada until friggin' end of January, which is crazy. The geese are just flying north now, or south now in January. They're confused. I'm confused. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? But winter games are awesome. If you can, take a thermos of tea or cocoa. I usually don't do the coffee thing. Tea or cocoa. Keep your body warm in between sessions. Make sure you're warm. Even though it feels like you're running around and you're not sure, with all your adrenaline pumping, sometimes you don't realize that you're getting cold on your fingers or your toes until it's too late. Nobody likes a case of frostbite, trust me. I got a case of frostbite when I was a kid playing street hockey. It was not pretty and it hurt like a bee. All right, yeah, I hope if you do go out and play some winter games, let me know. I'd love to hear about your experiences and any other hints you might have. Always hydrate when you're playing in the snow because again, you don't realize how much you're losing through sweating and you are exercising like a madman, and playing in the snow is 10 times harder than playing in any other condition. But we are the Wolf's Den. We are hardcore, baby. That's how we do it. All right? Yeah, a couple of big games that I know of. Go to Flag Raiders website. They have a very cool, awesome Red Dawn winter game series, and Adrenaline Paintball also has a very cool winter series. I think it's called Global Warfare. I can't remember, but check them out. Friends of the Wolf's Den, friends forever. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads down. This is, like I said, this military suit is very cool, and it keeps me warm. And it's hard to find these things, but if you go look in the right places, you can get it. And tell you one thing, it's the one black man you won't see in the snow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure you keep track of the Wolf Den. We're doing a lot of stuff for 2012. If you haven't heard about the big games coming up, it's gonna be crazy. See me on Behind the Bunker Live Mondays at night at 8 o'clock. And I think I'll be seeing you in the snow. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you before you see me. It's the Wolf Den, baby. We are hardcore all day, every day. Ho! Yeah, baby. Let's go.